It has finally happened after so many years. Supersonic is an interesting form. It is achievable by Sonic, and other characters had super forms as well. You have Tails, and then you have Knuckles. Knuckles has Hyper Knuckles, and you mainly see male characters in this form. You also have Silver and Shadow, who are users of the super form as well. But Sega just added a new addition to this super form. So, if you remembered back in the day, in the early days of the internet, alright, so there was this thing with Sonic fans, and they used to speculate about certain forms and different ideas. So they used to speculate on what Amy Rose could look like if she had a super form like Sonic. There was a lot of fan art towards this topic, and like a bunch of people just drawing their own versions of what a super version of Amy could look like. It was all over deviantart and stuff. I think you could find videos of it on YouTube. It was just like a fun and fascinating time during the internet. Me talking about this is very nostalgic as well, because I grew up, like, I did browse the internet a lot as a kid, but I grew up being so obsessed with Sonic stuff to the point where I did used to look up a lot of Sonic art and stuff. And then, like, when I used to see some Sonic art, I used to see the Super Amy Rose stuff all the time, and it was just something interesting to look at. Now, when it comes to Amy Rose and like female characters in the Sonic universe, they do have their own special abilities, but it's just like combat and stuff. They say like combat, like fighting and stuff, but they don't, like, most of them don't have their own transformations. The only person who really has a transformation is Blaze, and like, she's not even like a main character in the Sonic universe. So it's rare to see a female character with a transformation when it comes to like the Sonic franchise. It's rare. The Super Amy Rose appearance speculation. Alright, so there were tons of different versions of Amy's super form by different people, mainly in fan art. It's a bunch of it that you could have seen, like, back in the day. It was just filled with a bunch of fan art with different designs and details. Like, everybody had their own version of what a Super Amy could look like, and it's something very nostalgic among older Sonic fans as well. If you was browsing the internet back in the day and you happen to be like a huge Sonic fan, you were bound to find stuff like this, like Super Amy art and stuff. You were bound to find it. Like, this stuff here, this has been a part of the Sonic community for a long time, a very long time. And I was just a kid when I came across it, but it's still like a part of Sonic history, you know? So each version of Super Amy Rose has a different appearance based on the artist who is drawing Amy Rose. And it's just so fun to look at. Every design is unique. Everybody has a different speculation of what the super form could have looked like. And after so many years, Sega has decided to respond to the fan base yet again. And after so many years, we have finally got a response to what if Amy Rose gets a transformation. We finally got a response. Sega finally acknowledged their fans once again. I remember when they acknowledged the fan base when Sonic Forces came out. They acknowledged Sonic OCs, but now they are acknowledging the fan base by giving Amy Rose her own transformation. And this was years in the making. So this is this is amazing. This is very amazing. So in the latest Sonic game that has came out, Amy Rose achieves the super form, but not modern Amy, classic Amy, because this game does look like it just focuses on their classic forms, like the early days of Sonic, like since the early days of Sonic, like the classic Sonic. See, if you grew up with the retro age Sonic, that's probably where they was just trying to do when it comes to this game. They trying to like bring back the classic like Sonic state with newer fans, to get the new fans used to seeing the classic versions of Sonic and experience the classic games of Sonic, I'm guessing, when they made this game, because I grew up playing the classic version of Sonic as well, and it wasn't so bad. It was fun, actually. Like older Sonic fans remember the Sonic game with all the original Sonic games, like Sonic Mega Collection, right? If you grew up with that, then like you probably was going to be excited for this latest Sonic, or like have nostalgia for something like this that's coming out in this day and age, because maybe you guys wanted to play like a game that felt like a classic Sonic game, but you know, that's just what I'm guessing. So I don't know, I haven't played this game yet. Here we have Amy Rose in her newest super form. Okay, so the appearance is like she is sporting a brighter color, and whenever a character goes super, their color do get brighter, because Knuckles, when he's hyper, his fur turns light pink. I think Tails turn into a light yellow color, and Sonic blue to light yellow. So this is a pattern. So Amy's fur turns into a light pink. It makes a lot of sense too. I don't know how this transformation is achieved. It's probably achieved the same way as Super Sonic is achieved, collecting the emeralds. This was anticipated for so long, and the fact that Sega acknowledged the fans once again shows you that Sega cares. They still care about their fan base, that they give Amy Rose a transformation, right? I know it took so many years and everybody's grown now, you know. Some Sonic fans are grown now, but this is something that everybody has been waiting on. That's what people don't understand. This is important to the Sonic community, because Amy Rose is one of the first female characters to have her own super ability, similar to Sonic's. So y'all don't understand how long that people anticipated this transformation, and it's just nice to see that like they're expanding their franchise universe even more by adding a transformation to established character. We can see more possibilities happening with different characters as the Sonic franchise progresses. But right here, this is some major news. I know a lot of people isn't excited about it, but if you were a Sonic fan back in the day and you seen all the Super Amy Rose fan art, you would be excited to see this transformation finally being achieved as well, because not a lot of characters in the Sonic franchise have super forms. They all rely on their like combating skills. It's not a bad thing, but like, why is it only that you see the male characters having a super form? It is interesting to see like a female character be strong, and like Sega acknowledging their fan base and just showing appreciation to the fans. Super Amy Rose went from being a part of fan fiction to being official media in the Sonic franchise. That is amazing. And hopefully we get more answers and like more hopefully we get more answers and more like interesting stuff added to the Sonic franchise, and then Sega keep acknowledging their fans and Sonic projects and stuff. But let me know what you think about the Super Amy Rose transformation. Was you excited for it, or you have mixed thoughts about it? Like, let me know what your thoughts are. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.